Okay, this morning I'm going to make a box mold to match the dominoes I made a couple of days ago. I had to actually watch that video to find out what colors I used. I have my resin mixed up, and I've added the obligatory glitter to it. Clean off my stick here. Spray these down. I filled up the alcohol while I was waiting to determine colors. And one of these supposedly takes 4.8 ounces of resin and the other 3.6. Now, I don't use ounces, so I'm approximating on the amounts. I made 250 milliliters, hoping that's enough, but I don't think it is. Yeah, because the markings only go up to 8 ounces on this cup, but the milliliters go higher. Okay, so I guess I'm going to be using the emerald green, aqua, and the sinker white. Primarily because that's the only white I have right now. And I'm not doing anything special with them. They're just going to be drops. Although I do need to put a little bit more resin on these. This one curves in really bad. It has since I got it. I'm guessing it probably because it was squished up in the packaging. And this is aqua. And here is the emerald green. Of course, this hasn't had the time to sit that the dominoes did. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Okay, go ahead and I just put a little bit more in. And do I stir? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Go ahead and swirl this. It does need more aqua. Add some more resin, so this will go on down to this side. Let me add a couple drops of white first, I guess. I need to make up another bottle or two of the white. Yeah, I definitely did not let these, I should have let this stuff sit for 20 minutes or so. Obviously the resin's gone down to the sides. Now I can't see any of the aqua. Do more of that a second here. Oops, keep knocking everything over here. And my green won't stand up. Obviously, I need some of the cerulean or some of the aqua to be down at underneath the green, so it'll show on the outside. Okay, let's go for a little bit more. Okay, so this one looks fuller than that one does, but it's still kind of not. I'm sticking the sides will be kind of messed up because I'm breaking the stick on the side. This one's a little bit tighter. Okay, so make sure it all gets down in here in the corners. I think I need some more, definitely in this one that I'm working on now. Of course, all the aquas kind of disappeared off of that one. Off the I'm going to top this one up. I think this one here is actually full. I don't think I can really add anything more to it, which is good because I don't have very much left. And all right, stop disappearing. Okay, I guess we'll add aqua to the ones that I'm pretty much out of. And there's a little bit left, but not a lot. Oops, I didn't know I got one over here. Get everything that's using over on this one, put it over here. So I'm weighing whether I would rather buy alcohol ink or if I would prefer to make it. Because I could get a pack of Sharpies, it would take forever. But I could end up with multiple colors. But do I want to, am I willing to put in the work? I don't know. Or what would probably happen is I'd buy the Sharpies to do it and then just never do it. And I'd end up with, I was told when I moved in here, no more Sharpies, no more Sharpies, no more Post-its. I have bought Sharpies since I moved in, but because especially black ones, because I do run out of the black ones are the ones I use the most. But it's come in very handy when I've needed like a fine point, an extra fine point marker, because I've got a zillion of them. I don't know if it can make alcohol ink out of mica or not. I would assume so, but okay, there are those. I will spray these again before I quit for the day. And I might actually make something else, but I will be back. Okay, I made more resin because I was going to make this, I was going to do the snail, but I see that that I did not have enough in this one here on the right. Or this one here on my left, you're right. So I'm going to go ahead and top it off with some of this, which means I will be needing to make more for the snail, but so I was hoping to use aqua, but I think I am out. If I can get a little bit in there. Yeah, it's out. Which is disappointing because that one doesn't have as much. Let me see what's closest to the aqua. I'm gonna go with, I guess, the regular blue, straight up blue. Unless, I don't know if this will work. Yep. I say there's enough to come off my hands, but not enough to. Just getting getting it off that's on the bottle off. And I made a mess, of course. Oops. I'll go ahead and swirl this up a bit. And I guess I won't be using aqua on the on my snail. I say the snail doesn't have to match the dominoes. I mean, nobody's going to buy all of them, all three. Well, ideally, if I can get the box to work, the box will go with the dominoes. Did I forget to put white in that? No. And my white's leaking. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just putting a little bit of green on the edge there. Let me get the blue. So I'm actually just going to use azure blue. Oh, that's leaking really bad all over me. I don't know if I'm just not getting the lids on these properly or what. Okay. The first time I used this snail mold, I accidentally poured the resin in the bottom. That was not one of my better moments. I'm gonna get some of this in here and get enough of in his head so I can squeeze so I can get his tentacles. Are they tentacles? I never know what they are. I'll just call them tentacles. Oops, I guess it would help if if the head wasn't all crunched up. I should have done that before I started putting the resin in it. But I didn't notice until I started pouring the resin in it. All right. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I added the white. I'm gonna add a little bit of the blue. I'm going to add another bit of green. Okay, I'm going to stick the stick in there and mix some of this up a little bit. I forgot to spray this. Okay, there's a tentacle. I don't want to knock it over. Are there just two on this one? Maybe there's just two. I do want to make sure I get resin down in them both. Or is this one messed up? Because I'm pretty sure this thing was pretty symmetrical. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can get this pushed out before I dump the thing all over me. Stick these. Let's see if there's enough room for this to go. I don't think, no, not really. Okay, note to self, don't be a dumbass next time. Okay, so his tentacle is down, so that's good. I just having problems getting the stick in it to get the resin in it. I guess it would help if I actually went to the down in the head. Now I could stop recording and look it up, but nah. Is this one? No, that's an ear or something. I'm just trying to get color down in the tentacles. And not wanting to go. I feel like I'm milking a cow. Not really, but okay, so I seem to have an excess of green up here on top. This would look better if I would, actually, if I could just do like a dirty pour. But that's not very. Now I get some white down in the head. Oh, great. And the top to my alcohol ink I got in there. Okay. Let's see, is this going to be enough? Probably not. I'm hoping I did get some of the white down in the head. Yep, I gotta make some more white. I say technically the white's supposed to sit for 24 hours, so I will be, I'll have to make it today and not use it until tomorrow. And I do not have enough frozen. I'm afraid of that. I'll go ahead and scrape this out, and then I'll make just a little bit more to finish this guy off. It would have been tight even if I didn't have to put any more in the tray. So oops. Good going there, Camilla. Okay, I am going to mix up some more resin. I'll just try to fast forward through all this so I don't have to stop the recording. All my hands are all covered in goo. I'm actually just going to mix up 100 milliliters. I think that should be enough. Yes. I was trying to set the timer on my phone, on my watch. It says I can't really get Siri to work when I'm recording. It's just 100 milliliters of resin with some of the silver glitter in it. Glitter dust or whatever it is. I'm hoping this is enough. At least when the alarm goes off, it's just gonna buzz, vibrate on my wrist and not I try not to hold my cup while I'm stirring, especially once I realize I'm getting close to the end, because it's the alarm is, it's the song adrenaline, and it comes up very loud. It almost looks like there's a hole in the bare spot in the in this one. Oh, almost poured that out. Okay. Is this going to be enough? No, it's not. See if I can get any of this anywhere out of here. Not really. Oh shit. I just dumped it off. I missed the mold. Of course that happens when I'm running low on those, and it's unfortunately not full enough. It does have it because the base needs to be filled in. So I guess I'm going to make another 100 milliliters. Get one of my dirtier things out here. So having to like make a couple more small batches, that's why I usually just make a full 240 or 250 milliliter cup, and then just find something else to make with it, rather than having to stop and make more resin and make more resin. I wish I had more white mixed up. Okay, now I have to be getting this front edge right on this one is kind of a pain in the butt. But and I'm leaking again. Okay. So I will see what I've got here. Let me look this up real quick. See how much resin I actually have left. I have approximately 60 milliliters. That sounds like a coaster. Like a... I can remember where I put them. Okay, so the only one I can't find the skull or the other doodad. So I guess I will use the little cat head. What color do I want? Oh, yeah, I have the blue out. It's open. All right, what let's do is azure. Yeah. This needs a bunch more glitter. After when mixing this up, I have to make sure I scrape down the sides to get the alcohol ink out where it doesn't just run around the top. Okay, so this is barely going to be blue. Oops. Okay, I'll move some stuff around over here. Okay, there's still a little, it's just a little drop here. There we go. Like I seriously had that in my those molds. I moved them this morning. I don't know where I put them. So let's see. How much do I have enough for a heart? I don't know. If I do, great. Yeah, well, maybe I should go with the smaller ones in the middle. All Or, oh, I don't know. I'll try the heart. That looks like it's going to be about perfect. Add just here more into the cat coaster. Now, technically, I do have this. I am a little. The cat is a little close to the snail, so I have to be really careful not to dump it out. Chewy's waiting outside the door for me. He ran every time I tried to get him, and my typical ways to get him in the bedroom. He's wised up too, so he's sitting outside the door. Okay, I think, oops, as I drop things into the end of the mold. I'm going to spray that down real quick, and that'll be the end of this video. I'll see you later. Okay, today I'm going to demold the things I made yesterday. I have a little bitty cat head coaster. It's a very pale blue. I have the snail, which is probably going to take a bit. I will do my best to make it quick. Now, one thing with this one is this this mold is, I've been really bad about cutting myself when using it. Not deliberately, but it's just, the edges are sharp. So I'm gonna squish around and get some of the soapy water in there. Go around and release what I can. This is a mold that Amazon doesn't have on their site anymore, but I think, I'm not positive, but I think Glitz Resin still has it on their website. It was one of the many that when I searched my purchase history for mold, there were a bunch that they don't carry anymore. All right, let me see if I can get this started. Sorry, I'm having to brace it on my midsection here. Okay, so I've got some of it. So now I just need the head, and hopefully I don't break the tentacles. I think that's why I decided that they were, because I didn't bother to look it up. And I've not used deep pour resin in this one. I've been able to use just the regular, the pure glossy that's my favorite. Okay, I'm not liking the white stripe on here. I like the band, okay, just not on my snail. Yay. And 2 tentacles left, and that's it. Okay, so here is the snail pot. Blue and green and white. I'm not sure how I feel about it right now. I think it could look better. All right, I will undo that here in a bit. I'll go ahead and unmold the box. Now, it still bothers me that this box doesn't dry straight. That it's got the it has the wave in the edge. I don't know if that's something I can fix or not. Just trying to get a thumbnail under the mold itself so I can start picking it up. Oops, okay. There went all the little bits that were on the edge, which went fine. Which I have to admit is kind of fun. Until one of them hits you in the eye, and then you're screwed. Okay, there's barely any blue in this that I'm seeing so far. But then again, I also kind of ran out of that color shade of blue. So here's part of it. Oops. I'll bring that baggie in here. Sorry, I was wondering if, because I had a baggie out with some stuff in it that I was going to bring in, and I think I forgot. Okay, so here's the other piece. This one's going to be interesting, just based on what I can see from here. Okay, so here's this one. This is the inside and the outside, the back. This is kind of neat. Almost looks like waves on the side. But anyway, that will do it for everything today. And I will see you next time.